Hi friends, let's make a super simple shrimp farm. This is my 36p OptiWhite aquarium. You probably remember it because I made a Brazilian style aquascape inside. For this setup I will use a trusty C2 RGB from Chihiros. Let's make the hardscape. I'll have a lot of bucephalandra, so I will use this structure. Let's see what we can add more to make it better. We'll have some neocaridina shrimp, so I don't need aqua soil. These are called root mugs from Masterline, and beside giving nutrition for the plants, they also have some buffering effect and will make our water slightly acidic. Amazing color and texture they have. Now let's secure everything together. This will also be a bucephalandra farm, so I try to add as many hardscape pieces for the aquascape to look natural and to give our bucephalandra more elements to grab on. I try to add as many plants as possible. That will grant us a nice start. Hopefully won't have any issue with algae. Always keep your plant moist. Don't let them dry. This is a nice trick of mine. I basically took a piece of sponge. I shaped it the way I pleased, and instead of adding moss to a piece of rock or wood, I will glue it to the sponge. Then I'll insert the sponge where I want my moss to grow. It's flame moss, so it will grow upwards. In a couple of weeks, the sponge won't be visible anymore. I will use water from my other tanks. And I also have a filter over there that is already cycled. Stay tuned for the evolution. By day 5, as expected with this kind of wood, there is some fungus growing. Even on fishy dense moss, but mostly on the wood. So I will try to remove as much as possible, make a water change, and of course I will add the cleaning crew. First goes in a couple of photosynculus and 2 amano shrimps. I always add floating plants, but for some reason this time I forgot to add. And because this is a shrimp farm tank, let's introduce some cute neocaridina shrimps. One already has eggs, so hopefully I will soon have some descendants. Another downside of having an early setup is this biofilm. Surface scum will resolve after this mini ecosystem matures, however, until then, shrimps loves to eat it. Without a natural predator, microfauna is also thriving. The tank is full of life already. Soon, more inhabitants will find a home inside of my glass box. And hopefully a mommy like this one will soon give birth to future generations of orange shrimp, so my colony will take over this mini world. Floating plants helped me out with the scum, but they took over the tank, so I need to limit their propagation. I will keep just a handful inside of those rings. I've got some cute snails from a friend of mine, so I'll drop a couple of them inside. However, just like any inhabitant, you need to acclimate them first. They are also called rabbit snails, because of the strong resemblance. However, we don't use them so often in our fish tanks, despite being peaceful creatures. It's a pity. Snails clean out the tank, eating all decaying aquatic plants and unconsumed fish food. I love using all kinds of snails. I even use pest snails like ram's horn. Can you believe this tank only has 4 weeks, but it's so joyful already? Everybody is getting along. A happy tiny crew in harmony. And the best part is that I don't have to do much to maintain this setup. It's almost an ecosystem. Rabbit snails prefer harder water. This is why I add salt from time to time. Only made a couple of water changes since the start. This one was the third. You need to stir up well and dissolve it properly, otherwise it can burn plant leaves. Here is where I feed them. I left this corner unplanted on purpose. Bon appetit!
Come on, guys, you are too big for this spot. Get away!
Get lost, you punk!
A nano shrimp has a different approach. He grabs a piece of food and runs away with the prey. They are supposed to eat algae, but I don't have any, so regular shrimp food is just fine. Along with the floating plants, I've got some of these bladder snails. I really dislike them, but with such a competition over the food, they won't breed like crazy, so I'm not too worried. That shrimp got a piece of food and it won't let go of it. No, don't lose it. Look at this fella. He's the king of the hill. I'll call him Lion King. And finally, what I really hoped for. I have babies. It's the 6th week from the start and small shrimplets are all over the place. They are so cute. How do I maintain this tank? Well, it's a piece of cake. Whatever I trim right now will be back to the top in about 3 to 4 weeks. If I postpone this routine too long, my bucephalandras get shaded out and suffer. You probably noticed that I have CO2 addition, but each plant that I've used would grow even without any CO2 addition. Maybe not as healthy and vibrant, however they would still be fine. I replant some of the cuttings, wipe out the glass, and even clean the substrate. But it's tricky. I use a pipette to bring out all the dirt. Now with the fresh water, super clean, I decided to spice things up. Therefore, I added a dozen CPDs. Celestial Perdanio or Microrasbora Galaxy. I actually like to call them little trouts. A very colorful addition for any nano aquarium. Gave them a little snack as well, some frozen food. If you like my CPDs, here is a video when they were just fries.